While the budget provides much needed funding to many areas, some people still unhappy with what was not included in it. Fox 43's Matt Kleindienst joins us now, examining the items lawmakers were unable to agree on. Matt.
Alyssa, while this year's budget includes key investments in education and the economy, items such as tax cuts, recreational marijuana, and increasing the minimum wage remain on the table. Lawmakers I spoke with say the budget did not give both parties everything they wanted. A budget of compromises.
No question, compromise was essential, and I think that's what we did.
The 2024 budget was finally signed into law after state lawmakers worked 11 days past the deadline to get it to Governor Shapiro's desk. The budget features record-level spending on education, which Democratic Senator Jay Costa says came at the cost of some items on the governor's original budget.
Things like recreational marijuana, things like skill games, some things the governor had hoped for, but we weren't able to bring to closure. But I think the biggest issue was, figuring out how much we were going to spend in the education space.
Republican Senator Scott Martin says the budget makes critical investments in the economy without raising taxes. However, Republicans were unable to cut personal income taxes.
It was an absolute no-go with the House Democrats in terms of anything related to the gross receipts tax or the personal income tax. We're still going to keep fighting for that. And, that's not going to go away.
Nathan Benefield with the Commonwealth Foundation says he's critical of the final budget for cutting too much into the surplus.
The governor said, well, we've got, funds and reserves, we can spend those down, but those are going to be drained very quickly when you're spending $3.5 billion more than revenue.
Lisa Schaefer with the County Commissioners Association adds that lawmakers did not do enough to address mental health funding, which only increased by $20 million. She says the lack of funding will put more strain on county resources.
Demand is going to keep increasing while funding maintains that very slow pace.
State lawmakers say they will start renegotiating any items that weren't included in this year's budget during the fall session. Melissa?
All right, Matt, thanks so much. And we'll be keeping a close eye, of course, on those things in the next legislative session.